Hi there, Steve Stine here again. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Brown-Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. And please remember, if you have any requests for songs, you can always click on the link and I'd be more than happy to show you how to do something. Okay, so let's start off by just talking about the easy part, which is the chord progression. Then we're going to go back and we're going to talk about the intro. Then I'll show you a couple little fills here and there, and then that'll be your song. So the big thing about this song is it's in the key of G. You're going to be using G, C, D, and E minor. Okay, so make sure you know those chords. If you have any questions about those, you can always go back to some of my other videos and I'll show you how those go. But real quickly here, we've got G. It doesn't matter if you play G like this, if you play G with these three fingers, if you play a 4-finger G, it's just fine. Okay? And then we've got our C chord. Now for a lot of people, they like to play the C add 9, which is like a G, 4-finger G, but you move these two fingers down a string. If you'd rather play C that way, that's just fine. Again, the point of the videos that I make is so you can go and have some fun playing these songs. Not that they have to be so particularly exact or anything like that. You just want to learn how to play some music and have some fun. So you've got G, you've got C, and D. Remember, on the D chord, you're only strumming the bottom 4 strings, though. Be careful with that. And then you've got E minor. So E minor, you can strum all 6. G, you can strum all 6. C, you can strum 5, regardless of whether you're making C or C add 9. And then D, you'd strum the bottom 4. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started here. Here we go. So this is your verse. The verse and the sha-la-la-la-la-la part are exactly the same. You're going G, C, G, D. Okay? So you want to get that 4-measure sequence in your brain. G, C, G, D. Okay? Now, as you watch my hand move, again, I have videos on all these things, so if you have any questions about how to strum or different things like that, always look up some of my other videos and watch those, and that'll help you to lead into what these videos are as well. Now, the goal with this is just to kind of make a nice straightforward strum. Right? Now again, you can deviate from that a little bit. You just don't want to create something that's vastly different. And you want to make sure that the strum is nice and even. Okay? So in my head, I'm visualizing G, C, G, D. Okay, so G, then we get to the chorus, okay? The chorus starts with C, goes to D, goes to G, to E minor. Then it goes back to C, to D, to G, to D. So, this one's a little longer now. So the chorus is going C, D, G, E minor. Okay, and then it's going C, D, G, D. Okay, so let me show you that again. C, D, a brown-eyed girl, G, E minor. Then C, my G, D, brown-eyed, back to G, then D. Then it starts all over again. Okay, so you start right back on G and you start all over on the verse. Okay, and when you get to the do you remember when? Right before the sha-la-las, you just stay on D. Do you remember when? You stay there, then you're back. So it's a great, easy, fun song to play. Okay, so again, the things that you're trying to focus on most with this song is memorizing how the verse goes and understanding the verse and the sha-las are the same thing, and that the chorus is different, and that it's actually 8 measures long, 2 groups of 4, so you're memorizing those. How you're going to strum it, making sure you strum the proper strings whenever you play a song like this, okay? And now what we'll do is we'll go back and we'll break down the intro a little bit, and I'll show you some ideas here. So the beginning starts with that little thing right there. Now, you could pick it with your fingers, you could pick it with a guitar pick, like strumming it, and that's perfectly fine. I tend to do what's called hybrid picking, and what that means is I'm picking the second string with my pick, and I'm picking the first string with my middle finger. And the reason I like to do that is I have more control over kind of pinching the strings instead of strumming. Where they ring out, I can stop the strings, I have more control. Like finger picking, except I can still hold them onto my pick, so when I get done, I can head right down and start strumming again. So what we're doing here is we're going to the 7th fret of the first string with our first finger. Then we're going to the 8th fret of the second string with our middle finger. We're going to pluck those two notes at the same time. So again, whether you're plucking them with your fingers, whether you're strumming it, or whether you're hybrid picking like I am, whatever is comfortable for you is perfectly fine, okay? So you're moving from 7 to 8 here. You're going to move up 1 fret, but when you move up, instead of using your middle finger on 9, you're going to go to your ring finger on the 10th fret of the second string. So you're going from this shape to this shape. Okay, so 7, 8, moves up to 8, 10, then moves up again to 10, 12. So you keep that same shape. Then we're just going to head back down so it looks like this. Okay? See that? It's kind of fast, of course, and again, speed doesn't make any difference. The goal is to practice it enough effectively at a slower, more comfortable speed, and you'll get the speed. It'll come together. But just don't be in a hurry. Make it sound good. Don't be so worried about how fast it is. Okay, then what's cool about this is you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to start at the 12th and 13th frets right here. So I'm on 12 on the first string and 13 on the second string. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Okay, so same exact shape movement. And then, so it sounds like this. Then it goes back to the first one again. Okay, so you went first pattern, second pattern, back to the first pattern, and now we're going to move on to that little fill right there. And what we're doing is going to the 7th fret of the 3rd string with our first finger, and then I'm going to go to the 7th fret of the 2nd string by barring over those two, and then I'm going to the 8th fret of the 2nd string with my middle finger, and then the 10th fret of the 2nd string with my pinky. So it sounds like this. So now putting the whole thing together. And that's how it goes. You see? So it's a great little visual exercise. It's kind of fun. Again, whether you're hybrid picking or flat picking it or whatever it is that you're doing, it's perfectly fine. The goal is just to have some fun. Okay? So you're putting it together. It's got to have that rhythm. Bump, 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 bum. Can you head down? And again, you can spice it up as much as you like. These are one of those trademark songs that if you've ever played in a band before or anything like that, or just jam with other people, it's a great song to play. So take a look at that one. Enjoy that one a little bit. Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. And remember, if you need any help with anything, you can always get a hold of me through the YouTube site. You can always watch a bunch of my other videos if you need help with strumming or chording or any other techniques like that. And we'll talk to you soon.